Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast, a 30-minute mini version of the In Wheel Time car show that airs live every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central. Yes, friends, it is the In Wheel Time car talk show. Just ahead, we're going to talk to longtime Houston car celebrity Mac DeLaup and his new venture. We'll also have the stories making automotive news headlines this week. Howdy, along with Mike out of this world Mars, King Conrad DeLong. We need more Jeff Seekin, always. I'm Don Armstrong. Glad you could join us today. Let's get right to it. Old friend, old buddy, old pal, Mac DeLaup. How are you, brother?
Oh, we just lost him.
Where'd we go?
We don't know.
We just lost
everything. No, we're there. Well, we don't know what happened to Mac, but whatever the case may be. What?
The Zoom screen is off.
Well, I don't know. I didn't pull the plug.
No,
I promise
was it you?
That.
I think it's a glitch.
You have to give me a minute to get back up.
I know. So Mike pulled the plug on his computer over there. We're going to blame it on you.
Yeah. Well, he's in the barrel.
It'll take him a moment to get back up.
So
can I ask Conrad a question while we're trying to bring that up?
Please.
Friend of mine bought a 2004 Corvette. Bruce is his name. Good fella, good drinking buddy, longtime friend. And he's trying to get a fob for the Corvette. He's got the key with the chip in it, but there are no fobs to the vehicle.
And fobs are, sometimes they wear out and, sometimes people lose them. They're actually easy to replace. Okay. And fobs aren't overly expensive.
But don't you have to program it to the car?
Yeah, but sometimes the programming and Corvette programming is actually quite easy. You can get a couple of fobs. Place I've used before is keylessremote.inc.com or keylessremotefob.com, and you can get GM key fobs from them for that 2004 Corvette for under $15.
And of course the services he bought it used. It's got low miles, 10,000 miles. He's looking for a place to do his fluids.
Yeah, but he knows for a fact that the fob is bad and not the.
He doesn't
there's
have
no fobs at all.
Oh, no fobs at all.
No fobs at all.
So he can get a set of fobs, and the programming for it's actually pretty easy. Turn the ignition on, turn the radio off, go into the driver information center, push the reset button, then you push the options button.
There you go,
until
Bruce.
the screen goes blank,
and
there you go. Follow the instructions. And the guys at keylessremotefob.com, they've got instructions on how to reprogram everybody, but on the Corvette, you reprogram everything through the driver information center, and then you hold the two buttons down on the key fobs until it says it reads it. You can do up to 4 fobs per car.
Wow, I had no clue.
Simple.
Thanks for the question, Bruce.
Well, on my Corvette, I still have to put the key in the dashboard.
Oh yeah.
And then when it turns on, then it unlocks the steering column.
Correct.
Yeah, and that lock in the steering column cost me $700 to replace.
And it's been recalled at one point.
Yeah, it was recalled at one point. And if you don't get it replaced, you run the risk of having it lock up while you're going down the highway at 70 miles an hour.
Oh boy.
Generally, it wouldn't lock up at those speeds, but it would lock up at parking lot speeds.
Yeah.
That was
slower.
Yeah,
low.
That was where the recall popped, was when it would lock up at parking lot speeds.
And the fluids, he's A-leaf area, so he can just take it
to
a shop.
Just go to, for me, go to bgshop.com or bgfindershop.com, find a BG. And that low mileage vehicle, just replace all the fluids in it, and he's got a
It's like Don did. Don's been doing that over a period of time. Thank you, Conrad. Hope that helps, Bruce.
Was it your computer, Mike?
Yeah, it's dead. It's died.
Is it plugged in?
Done.
Yeah, I mean, it's got power, and it's trying to come up, but it will not come all the way up.
Oh, great.
That's great. Okay, well, so much for Mac DeLaup, huh?
Well, we'll have Mac join us next week, and Mike will have a new laptop.
Well, I don't know. This is a very special laptop.
Is
That's
that
the
your
problem.
laptop or my laptop?
Your laptop.
Yeah, it's a very special laptop because it's old.
Well, because of the type of connections it's got, we had to have this one rebuilt so we could keep it all.
Is that an IBM 186 or something?
Yeah, 1492 came over with Columbus. He used it to find the new land.
He was an explorer, not a navigator.
Oh, no wonder.
Well, while he's
that means
down
he can find things, but he couldn't find them twice.
did you? What?
We're waiting for.
We have
updates.
a blue screen now,
and it's updating. So that's going to take another 20 minutes.
Oh, good
Mac,
Lord.
hang with us.
And that's why women make great archaeologists, because they're really good at digging stuff up in the past.
yes,
and they never forget. Oh, send your comments to
Come
Dawn at Inwheel.
You know, I'm supposed to have a washing machine delivered
Yeah, I
here
thought about
today,
that earlier.
and I have not heard from somebody that's supposed to be here to accept that. And I really need to run out there and see, because if they show up to deliver, they may have already
Aren't
shown
they
up.
aren't they going to text you or call you or send some type of communication? They generally do that. We're on our way. Or...
Yeah, that they said that they would be on their way. Let me just check on
See,
this
this
real
computer
quick.
locked up because he was searching Monty the donkey.
That's what happened. It doesn't take those weird sites.
Well, so did you hear that Chevrolet and GMC Truck are redoing the Colorado and Canyon for 2023?
Huh.
So they're coming up with a whole new. It's not just a refresh; it's a total redesign of the vehicle.
What size do you call it?
I do not understand the
Mid-size.
There's
the
mini
Colorado.
trucks, and then there's that version, and then there's full size. What do you call that? Mid-size?
Yeah, they call them midsize.
Yeah, let me read this.
I can't read it.
Don, I lost you right as I was coming on. It has me waiting for the host to let me back in.
Yes.
Now it's telling me it's waiting for the host to start the meeting.
Yes.
Tell
Okay.
him we're rebooting our
So-
Yeah,
laptop.
he's getting it all
Okay.
together.
We had to reboot the
Whatever.
laptop.
Technology.
But so, and with that, through the ages, the Colorado's had a 4-cylinder, a 5-cylinder, a 6-cylinder, inline 6-cylinder. Now, none of that's available anymore, and the only engine's going to be the 2.7 turbo 4-cylinder.
Well, there's no reason for it not to be. If you could get 300 plus horsepower out of a 4-cylinder, why not?
And that's going to be a power improvement over the V6.
The
of
V6.
past. Yeah.
It gets better gas mileage, and it's got more horsepower and torque.
Way more torque. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
why didn't they do this a long time ago?
good question. Probably the fear, because I see it as fear of a 4-cylinder in a midsize, or they're doing it in the full-size trucks. Now
But our kids, that's all they grew up on is 4-cylinders.
Yeah,
they
but
know 4.
I have a Silverado with a 4-cylinder in it.
Well, that's the point. The mid-sized truck, and let somebody else do it, and then we'll go on that coattail.
Well, it
Well,
sounds funny, and I can't put my headers on it, and I can't put my dual exhaust on it. Yeah, you can.
Well, I think Ford has very much proved themselves with the EcoBoost.
How'd that EcoBoost work for you?
Well, it's not as well as I wanted, but they sell a
And
lot
now
of
they've got
EcoBoost V6
now they've got
trucks.
EcoBoost issues with some other engine
Yep.
that they've got now.
And they've got special policies trying to address all of it, and recalls. Mine didn't fall within the recall, but beside the point. They're everybody's trying to move to a better fuel efficient vehicle, and that's one of the ways.
Well, everybody's rushing
GM's
to do
doing
the
EVs.
the EVs with electrics, and that's fine. But you still have to make cars to get you to that point where you can switch everything over. So you just abandon gasoline engines. Okay, you do that.
Apparently we are.
Let's find out how well that works for you.
So you also heard, I don't remember if I mentioned this last week, Toyota is going to release a third pedal in the Supra. They are going to have a manual transmission in the Toyota Supra.
Why would you release that car without that option?
Good question. I don't know.
Because that's what that car is about.
It's the ZF 8-speed automatic.
And I don't listen. These new automatics, I don't have a problem with paddle shifted. Bam, 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 run through the gears like a Formula One car.
Oh, gosh.
But, oh, my gosh, why would you not? There are still people out there that like to shift their own cars.
A Corvette doesn't offer a
I
manual
know.
trans
And I'll be
anymore either.
honest with you. Will I get another manual transmission? Probably not. Because why? When you can shift it faster, when the car shifts faster than you
The
can.
technology side of it, yeah.
by hands down faster than you can.
But I will
upshift and downshift.
But I will tell you that it is fun.
Yes,
then
it
it'll
is.
also-
That's the thing is
What is the
it's
thing?
fun.
It'll
It's
also
just
do some
fun. Oh,
rev
fun.
matching.
Fun rowing.
How's your computer doing over there for
Well,
our
it's
Zoom
finished
computer?
It's finished
restarting.
updating, and now it's restarting.
Yeah, it's the blue screen
And
on the monitor.
I'm telling David, we need to. We haven't been able to find a replacement for it.
Well,
he
Mike,
has
you
he has the spinning balls.
Yeah, I'm
on the
sure he
screen.
does. I wouldn't know that.
That's
You're
from-
sitting closer to him than I am.
Isn't that from the donkey?
Oh, God.
Monty, the singing donkey.
Monty, the singing donkey.
Oh, my God.
So Ford's also going to release a Rattler package for the 2023 F-150, a $1,495 option, and the Rattler package is only on the base XL trim. You know, you talked about how many trim levels and how many price ranges there are. So on the base XL trim, and it's going to get the skid plates from the FX4 package, the electronic locking differential, upgraded shocks, improved off-road capability, and a hill descent and a climb package, and the all-terrain tires. So you can get basically the FX4 level of off-road ability in the simple XL footprint. So really driving the price down of that four-wheel drive truck. So I think pretty creative on Ford trying to reach different markets with it.
I like their commercials, their new commercials with that 70s themed music.
Oh, yeah.
The 10-second spots.
Yeah.
You go camping with somebody, and it shows this couple walking off, but it's a Ford commercial. They're pretty cute. I like them.
Ford is also promoting their new F-150 Lightning to police departments, which I think will be ironic.
Well, I got the truck, and it had 275 miles on the charge. It was at 90%. Okay?
Okay.
One trip home, it went from 275 to 230.
And how long was the drive?
30 miles.
So you lost 40 miles of range.
Yeah. And
might be normal.
Perhaps.
Depends on traffic.
But, you know, again, the range anxiety is already, it already is setting in.
And did it charge here at the house, or did you have
No. I just brought it here straight from the 90% charge. And I will tell you this, that, boy, does that thing ride nice. It is the quietest truck I have ever been in, period. The quietest truck I have ever been in. I mean, the wind noise is even minimal on this thing.
Wow.
It's truly remarkable. Now, I've got a work truck version. It's got rubber floor mats in it. It's got the big screen in it, but it's still, I mean, it's a work truck. And I don't know what they used for leather replacement, but whatever that is that's in there, Naugahyde or something.
Corinthian leather.
It's really not bad. Would I choose that for a work truck? No. I give me a cloth interior.
Will it still pancake your legs from the heat of the sun?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah.
Versus cloth.
And get this. This is the first truck that I have had, I think, ever. It does not have an electric seat in it. It's manual.
Oh.
So you can't adjust the height on it.
Oh, wow.
And, you know, in today's world, every car
How
that
odd is that? Yeah.
Yeah. But it's okay. But, you know, I'm 6'1", so it was easy for me. Just push the seat back, and I'm good. You can adjust the steering column.
Tilt,
yeah. But you can't. There's no up and down on the seat. It's just fixed.
Here's Don driving down the highway, looking between the top of the dash and the bottom of the steering wheel.
The creeper
with his gray hair.
Yeah, and the
looking
seat
like
cocked all the way back. Yeah.
You get the lean.
And the music. Boom-a-da, 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 boom. So if you have the music at a high level and high volume and really basing out kind of the way Mars drives his, does that shorten your range?
Probably by a skosh.
Yeah, I would
don't
think
know
so.
if you would notice that.
Right.
It doesn't take that much juice.
But everything electric shortens the range.
But,
so it
well,
might be the reason for not having electric seats.
And here's the other thing. I do not drive at 60 miles an hour. And
no, I don't either.
We know that.
Yes, you do twice. Once on the way up and once on the way down.
To get the most out of the charge, that's the sweet spot.
Is 60?
Is it?
Yeah. For the highway. It's no different, really, than my Corvette. Remember, I told you I got 30 miles per gallon in one of the trips that I took when I was on the hot rod tour, because everybody was doing about 60 on the highway. Just, keep in line with each other. And this is not that much different.
Well,
my question is, and I haven't talked to the Ford people, but with this, do you still have options for rear-end gearing? Do you need it?
Sounds personal to me.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because in a gasoline engine,
you got different options.
Right.
Road
411 in it, or
exactly.
what do you want in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
towing.
but this is electric. Do you need that? Does it have a differential in the back?
You got to have some
it's
ratio
an
in there.
motor. that's going to give you all the torque available at the hit. So I don't know that you need the gear ratio down. You know, that was one of the things. If somebody recently did a road test of an F-150 Lightning towing something a long distance, and at a full charge, it only towed it like 70 miles, 70, 80 miles, and the people had to stop and recharge way too often to tow. So ultimately, that's not one of the things that truck is designed to do. It's designed to do a multitude of other things, but towing long distance is. I can't imagine Randy Borcherding driving from here to Winnipeg, Canada, towing something like that, because you'd have to stop.
Well, then the other thing is that I think you also have to keep in mind. I mean, it's a novel idea, and it's great if you're not hauling anything. But what if you're carrying 1,500 pounds worth of crap in the back of the truck?
Same thing. It's
in the bed.
It's going to drain the.
Exactly.
It's going to drain the range real fast.
Yeah, and not only that, but I didn't check it yet. But how much does that truck weigh compared to a gasoline engine?
Oh, good question.
With the batteries,
more obviously.
You know, that Hummer is what, almost 6. The Hummer EV is almost 6,000 pounds.
I thought it was over 6,000.
If you go off to the side of that truck and you look under there, you can see the black box that holds all the batteries under the passenger compartment. And so I don't know how much all that weighs, but it ain't.
You take it apart with a 10 millimeter.
Yeah, but I've lost it. You know, GM has begun a customer satisfaction program for a number of GMC Hummer EV models to address an issue related to the pickup's high voltage connector for the battery pack. The problem is, in the affected vehicles, this high voltage connector may corrode and allow water to leak into the high voltage battery pack.
Way to go.
That's not good.
No.
If the condition occurs,
thermal event.
It could be a thermal event, but typically it just shuts the vehicle.
You know,
down.
you're talking about GM. GM is asking dealers to prevent customers from quickly flipping high-demand vehicles and adding exorbitant markups. The automaker is barring customers who resell certain high-demand vehicles within 12 months.
Corvette Z06.
From placing future reservations and orders. GM also is limiting the transfer of certain warranties.
Right.
Steve Carlisle, president of GM North America, outlined the change in a letter sent to dealers Friday. For now, GM considers the 2023 Cadillac Escalade V, Chevrolet Corvette Z06, and GMC Hummer EV pickup and SUV high-demand models that the requirement would affect. Industry-wide, dealers and consumers have been charging hefty prices for vehicles dubbed market adjustments by dealers as inventory remains scarce. GM and other automakers have urged their dealership networks to sell and price vehicles fairly. I think that what they're trying to say is stick with the MSRP. We're going to have to move him. But there's no time.
Okay.
Dealers will receive a message from their respective brands this week detailing the warranty transfer limitations and customer acknowledgement requirements. Carlisle in January sent letters encouraging fair price practices after a small number had been demanding extra reservation fees. So you either go with it or not, and if you don't, you're not going to be.
MSRP is manufacturer's suggested retail price. So it'd be interesting to find out how the manufacturers can penalize the dealership
by not giving them cars.
Well, but in state franchise laws, there's the state franchise laws written in Texas is basically lobbied by the TADA. So they're very strong in protecting the dealer from the manufacturer. Allocation can be an issue, but when it comes to impacting a customer for selling a vehicle early, and then it's 12 months and they're going to not necessarily void the warranty, but not transfer the warranty to the next vehicle. That's going to probably go through some kind of litigation to come up with a final answer. I don't see how that works to GM's advantage to do that. Remember, through the years, they've done that. The Ford GT of 2006, they had said you had to wait a year.
Yep.
And then the more recent Ford GT, they had said that you had to wait a year. But in both cases, they popped up on Barrett-Jackson relatively quick
and the fine
and sold for 2 or 3 times its value.
And the punishment for it was pretty much a slap on the wrist.
Right.
I mean, there wasn't really anything bad.
Okay, I made a decision here.
Okay.
And here's what we're going to do. We're going to put Big Mac DeLaup on the air with us right this very instance. Big Mac DeLaup, Big Mac's Auto Sales. My God. So we've had some sort of computer faux pas over here, yeah.
And of course, I'm scrambling on this end, going, it's got to be on my end. It cannot be possible.
No, it was us.
I started looking
the damn computer wants to do an update right in the middle of a Zoom call with you.
I see.
Well, that's the excuse that we're going to go with anyway.
Yeah.
Well, good to see.
That's funny, but I did notice there's some things different in that room. There's guns and there's stolen license plates.
And this too. Look at that.
This show has changed.
We got beaver pelts too.
No, Don's been making these license plates up in Huntsville.
Yeah, they've been talking about that a lot lately.
All the way from 1961 through 1984.
We got a blimp.
But still stolen, and they're looking for it.
And we got beaver pelts. There you go.
Beaver pelts. Hey, Mac DeLaup, it's great to see you, my friend.
Yes, it is.
And so we now have Big Mac's Auto Sales, and we're excited about it. What makes Big Mac's Auto Sales different than the other used car lots?
That's the exciting part. I retired for half a day.
Yeah.
And when we sold the Eagle dealerships, when John Eagle and his partners decided to do that, it was end of August 30th, 31st, 2020. And literally the next day, I had been approved for my independent dealer's license, which I had applied for a few months prior. Took all my tests, do all these type of things. I love this business too much. I absolutely love this business too much. I love shows like what you all do, and I do listen in from time to time. And yes, I've seen the new studio. So, but I don't remember the gun up there.
That sir is my rifleman kind of wannabe up there when I was a kid.
That's cool.
So that's what that's about.
He's gonna shoot his eye out.
It's all plastic and it's a cap gun, to be honest with you.
Yeah, sure. Mm-hmm.
But the car business can be a bit.
Break-in's going to get. You're going to be able to handle things with a cap gun, right?
Yeah.
But no, I'm extremely excited about what we're doing. In the last several months, putting this together, we completely renovated an older used car dealership at 290. We're at 17,000 Northwest Freeway. In fact, right by my old dealership. And my point I have with my management staff, and I've got a managing partner here, is we want to change the way people feel about independent used car dealers. There are a lot of great used car dealers in the city of Houston, but there's probably a good number of them, not so much. And there's so many of them that are actually in the wholesale business, just hoping to retail a car or two from time to time. So you might not have the service after the sale. You might not have the warranties. You might not have everything that I had at the Eagle dealerships years ago. I now have at this dealership. And interesting enough, when it comes to opening a dealership in Texas, it requires exactly the same amount of time to put together a small independent like us with 40, 50, 60 cars on the lot to a big mega dealer of 500,000. It requires the permitting and everything else. Lisa and I were, I can't pull a whole lot of more hair out, but we were pulling what was left out, trying to get everything ready for a 2022 opening. And we actually ended up sometime in spring. It was we pretty much March, April. We've had some good months. Warranties on every car. I won't buy rental cars. I won't buy vehicles that I won't drive myself. And I look for rare cars. I look for rare cars all over the United States. I've bought from Florida. I brought from the East Coast. I have bought cars. I just bought a 2022 Tesla from Model 3 from California. So I'm buying because Texas is a really, really, really strong used car state. So that means values are high. That means you're paying a lot more money for them. So I can actually transport a car in here and sell it for less than everybody else can sell it for. So I'm having to buy. Now, on the other hand, I won't buy an older car from up north due to the salt. So we're very selective on what we purchase. If it's a 1, 2, 3-year-old car and it's lived up north with all of the salt, it's not really going to be an issue. But if it gets older than that, it can be. And, manufacturers do a great job today compared to many years ago when these cars weren't sealed quite as well. Yeah, right. But we've got very unique vehicles. I also look for very low mileage vehicle. A good example is right now I recently bought a 2010 first year of the Camaro, bright red from Florida with 10,000 miles on it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I'll be right over.
Yeah. Well, you know what? You should, because that's how nice that little car is. And I'm excited about that. And I do that a lot. I love the convertibles. I believe spring and fall, Houstonians love to buy a convertible. Hopefully they keep them around a little bit longer. So I've got a number of nice convertibles, from the Ford Mustang to a Mercedes convertible and then of course hardtop coupes. But I've got $10,000 cars too that I feel like are worthwhile. Your Hondas, your Toyotas, your Nissans, your cars that have a record of long term. So we're out to change the way people feel about independent.
Mac, you talked about warranties. What's the deal on that?
We put a 6-month, 6,000-mile powertrain warranty, and I also cover the air conditioning because of how important that is in Houston, Texas. So
nice.
This warranty is every vehicle, no matter. And I'm not going to be selective. And there's a handful of, I have a 1960. It was just traded to me. I have a 1967 MGB hardtop, basically a 3-door because it's a hatchback. And so that would be a difficult car for me to put a 6-month, 6,000-mile warranty. Because truthfully, I don't know a whole lot about that car, but I can tell you it's cool looking. And as difficult as I thought it was going to be for me to fit in, I went out and drove it. It's really a lot of fun. It goes around corners like it's on rails. It's so low to the ground. It's so small. But if you go to our website at bigmaxautosales.com, you'll see that little car. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. So I have some really cool cars out there.
Well, we're really excited that you're back in business, and especially out there in your old neck of the woods.
That's right across the street, or right by.
Well,
right by the old dealership.
You've got thousands and thousands of people that have bought their car from you at the old Honda dealership that I know are thrilled to know that you're back in business out there.
That's right, for 36 years, and of course my ad agency is the same guy. The group that purchased our dealership does their own internally, and we're advertising in the same spots. So yeah, it's good that people do. It's fun to have people come in and say, "Hey, I bought a Honda from you back in whatever year." And
1974.
Okay, you added 10 years. You subtracted 10 years. 84.
Well, and your location's easy to get to. Highway 290, exit Senate, go north on the service road, and you're going to be right up there on the right.
Actually, you take Jones Road, and it's a quarter mile up on the right. Yep. So from from the Beltway, coming north, take Jones Road. It's on the right-hand side.
But we like to. Jones is just such a Jones. We like to call that honus.
Oh, I see.
Honus.
Nice.
Yes. So
that doesn't surprise me.
Mac, we screwed you out of time today, and we want to talk to you some more, catch up with you. We also want to talk about fishing and your fishing rods and all stuff. So let's plan on doing that either next weekend or the week after. Mr. Mars is the schedule in that. And if you
we'll do that. We'll do that. I've got lots more going on in my life, including a restaurant down in Clear Lake. So
that's what you want to hear about.
We could do a remote from there.
So we're going to we're going to talk about that.
You won't believe that concept. What's going in there? And one of the finest chefs in the United States is my partner.
I love it.
Oh, congratulations!
All right, so let's plan on that. Okay.
That sounds great, gentlemen. Thank you so much. I'm going to watch the show and see how much else you can screw up.
Hey, we got a gun.
Yeah, we got a gun. Welcome back, Mac.
Talk soon, guys.
All right, yep.
Bye-bye.
Quick break now. We're going to be right back. You're on the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Get out the permanent marker and write on your wall calendar the next Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise-In, Saturday, September 17th, 2022. It's the fall edition of Tailpipes and Tacos at the Loopy Tortilla in Katy, 8 to 11 a.m. It's the only place cruisers compete for Loopy's Chili Pepper trophies and other prizes. There's no charge to enter your vehicle for Best Hot Rod, Best Classic, or Best Modern Classic. Tailpipes and Tacos is Houston's coolest and most unique cruise-in and is your opportunity to see the best hot rods, show cars, classics, and resto mods. And get Loopy Tortilla breakfast tacos with adult beverages. There's no entry fee, and cars will automatically compete for those much sought-after custom Loopy trophies and other prizes. It happens at the Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy on the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard, just south of I-10. It's Tailpipes and Tacos Fall Edition, Saturday, September 17th. The In Wheel Time Car Talk Show will be there, too. Celebrate the beginning of fall and the return of the Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise-In, Saturday morning, September 17th, 8 to 11 a.m. We'll see you then, weather permitting. Want to take a minute to tell you about Gulf Coast Auto Shield, a Houston detail company like no other. Gulf Coast Auto Shield offers paint correction services that'll give your car, truck, or SUV a like-new shine. Afterwards, you'll want to protect it with a professionally installed nano-ceramic coating or protection film. Worried about your very expensive windshield getting damaged, broken, or cracked? Let Gulf Coast Auto Shield install ExoShield, a windshield protection film. Give John Gray a call today or check out their website, gcautoshield.com. Hey, whether you own a new, ultra-expensive, exotic, or a 5-year-old Suburban, Gulf Coast Auto Shield will help keep your investment looking like the day it rolled off the assembly line. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is conveniently located on the South Sam Houston Parkway, just south of I-69, the Southwest Freeway. Meet the staff and check out all of their services online right now at gcautoshield.com. That's it for this podcast episode of the In Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.